Yes, we are back. Back again in Train Sim World 6. Back again on the Czechia route, where this time I'm going to mix things up by doing some freight. Yeah, that's going to go well, isn't it? Also going to be a passenger run in the snow after we've done freight. That's going to go well as well, isn't it? For those watching on YouTube, hi, I'm waving. He's waving. Was that Mr. Chips from... Anyway, he's waving. There'll be links in the doobly-doo below to where you can get this route. There'll be a link down there to the Twitch page where you can watch me live on Twitch every Tuesday doing Twains. And a link down there to the Discord server as well. For those watching live, good evening to Tiger, who's finally made it back home, unfortunately. To Trent, to Michael, to the Round Knight, to Sim, and to Nico. So yes, yesterday we did a 4-line run, hour and 52 minutes in the CD843, and then did the German one, which is supposed to be not the German one, but it is the German one because you can't get the livery for the one that isn't the German one, so we did the German one. That makes sense, doesn't it? Yeah. This time we're going to start out in the CD750 and then do a little bit of a freight run. And then we'll do a passenger run in the snow. So 44-minute run, Freight Express to Liberec, and then see how I get on with a freight train, because that's going to go well, isn't it? No, it's probably not. You did the German one, which wasn't the German one due to it being the German one. Exactly. See, that makes sense. That's the view behind me. Okay. Oh my good God. That's lengthy. That's got some, there's some length there. Okay. Headlights. Full. Are they working? Yeah, we've got one at the top. Okay. Signal light. White. Signal light. White. Yep, they're on. Okay. Fill the train pipe to 5 bar before applying power. Okay. Yep, because I remember that. Okay, it's fine. It's because I definitely remember how to drive this. Yeah. 100%. Is there a reverser? Hang on, I got key thing. Okay. Forward. Okay, and then the brakey thing to cut in. Hang on, no, not that one. Train brake. Oh, that's done something. Is that filling to 5 bar? It's on its way up. Okay, we're fine. What are you? You're the engine brake. You know about you. Hold to release brake cylinders. Yeah, the brake cylinder release. Yeah, we'll be fine. It'll be fine. Remember not to overcharge my bars. There's nothing worse than overcharging your bars. That's got to get to something. We could try going. Let's see if we move. The throttle's on 2. We're not seeing, moving isn't happening. Still not moving. That didn't sound good. Hang on, movement's happened. There's movement. Wait, I've got it moving. I've got it moving. Right, it's fine. We've done freight now then. Hang on, we got to stop in 6k. Why am I already nervous? Hi, Nigel. Yep. You can't leave your cars here. They look too nice to be Mark 1 focuses. Focus eye. Oh god, that's going. Okay, we're going over here then. Focus is his. Oh no. Okay, we're going over here then. Are we going over again? I think we're going over again. I'm not turning on the safety systems. No, I'm not doing that again. Not happening. How's the new Czech route? It's really good. Hence why I'm doing it for a second stream. If it hadn't have been good, you wouldn't have been seeing it tonight. It's definitely a weird looking train, isn't it? It does look like it's wearing goggles. Yeah, as Michael said, if it'd been yellow, it would be a minion. Does it check all my Oh, really? Get out. Get out now. Just get out. Does it check all my boxes? You're proud of that as well, aren't you? Oh god, hang on. We got a 100km/h limit. We'll try applying some power. So yeah, we're not doing a 4-line run in this. I just thought we'd give it a go. Doing a bit of freight. I don't normally do freight, but this this train is quite interesting. I say then we're going to do a passenger run in the snow, because that will go well. Maybe with one of the other versions of the passenger train with some carriages behind, if we can find one. That's a 9% grade going up. Majority of it is single track, yeah. And was an hour and 52 minutes doing a full run of it last night. I really enjoyed it. Well, I enjoyed it. That's a hell of an incline. %. Imagine having a 12% incline in the UK with something this long. This thing's got some. Well, okay, I know there's two of them, but blimey, it's got some power. %. Well, I'll give it all the beans now. Stopping it's going to be interesting. I should close that window. There we go. Oh, is it the same? That was quite camp, wasn't it? Is it the same? Yeah. Are they? Because it doesn't look. I wonder if it's. Because ours is a percentage over a distance, isn't it? So I wonder if theirs is a percentage over a greater distance. So I wonder if that's what it is. Because it doesn't seem that steep. But no, I am really liking the route. That sounded very like Matt Lucas. I had a conversation, was it yesterday? Was it yesterday at work? Today at work. There was a conversation today at work about the little bald fat guy in the pink jumpsuit. And a couple of younger lads in the office were like, what? Yeah, the little bald fat guy in the pink jumpsuit. He used to play the drums. George Dawes. Matt Lucas. Hang on, is this a signal? Hang on, is this thing got... Why did I notice this when I was doing the training? Is that the signal inside the train? That blue light? Is it blue shunting or something? So it can't be. I thought blue was shunting. What blue light? The one over there. The blue light. That one. The one above the phone. Yeah, the blue one. Yeah, the one that's blue over there. I'm pointing. But surely that would be green because the light out there is green. So it can't be matching the signal. I mean, it's getting all froggy again now. Oh God, hang on. I've just thought we've got to stop in 2.9 kilometres. Ah. I wonder if we're going to end up... There's going to be the passenger type train because when we did a passenger run... Hi, McBone. When we did the passenger run thing, we had to stop. The freighty trainy thing was stopped, wasn't it? Hi, Steve and friends. I ain't got any of those. So I'm wondering if it's the case that we've got to pull over, you know, indicate left, pull into a lay-by, and wait for a passenger train to come past. It's definitely getting a bit misty, eh? That might be the thumbnail. A bit more eerie. Erie, Indiana. Erie. Isn't that E... Oh God. E-I-R-E? E-I-E-I-O? Isn't it? It's not spelled ear and then an E, is it? It's not ear E. It's E-I... E-I-R-E... I'm just saying vowels now. That's more like it, Chef Lad. Erie. E-A-I-R-E. Is that... yeah, Erie, Indiana. Oh God, we got red. Uh-oh. Ire. That's Ireland. Yeah, it's Irish. Stop in the name of love before you break my heart. Oh, it's E-R-I-E. Okay, noted. I actually feel really good. The last couple of days, I've been in a really good mood as well. It won't last, I'm sure. Yeah, I know I stopped too early. All right, Sherlock. Yes, Pat, because you were miles away. No, I don't know. For the last month, I haven't felt, because I haven't felt well. I've been in, not say a crappy mood, but I just haven't felt myself. Okay, this at slow speed isn't easy. Because there's a lot of weight pulling me down. Of course, I forgot how long I was. Who's Mark? Nice guy, coming round after the stream. Why are there people still... Do they think this is some sort of station? Oh, Rich T? Right, braking. Oh, no, 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 no. Really? You what? Really? Really? I don't want to get too close to the red. Come on. The pressure. I don't want to go in that another notch of power. I know it's a red in 24 meters. This is scary. Right, braking. I'm stopping there. Thank God for that. Oh. I'll say I'm a long one. The back of me's in the tunnel. You can't see my bum. It's in the tunnel. Oh, that's what we were waiting for. Waiting for that to come in off the single track. Oh, see, this is why I don't do freight. It's too... Oh, thanks very much. That's the one we drove last night, the single car. It's awesome. I absolutely love it. We'll do one of those again later on, but in the snow, with a couple of carriages behind it. Hi, Amy All right, I'll wait for this light to change, and then we'll try and get this thing going again. It's like a yellow, not a red. It's definitely a red. We shall wait for it to change. Yeah, we've got to wait till 13:05 and 45 seconds. That blue light can't be signal related. It's blue and not red. You've only just... You're not the sharpest, are you, Sim? There you go. Now I've got a green. Right, stop at Liberec, 15 kilometres. Still blue. Thanks. You just keep checking on that. Let us know if it changes. Oh yeah, we'll hear Sim doing the train announcements when we go to the... yeah, thanks Sim. When we go to the passenger one. Yeah, we're back end still in the tunnel. Hi, Barry. Right, go. Vary. We're moving on light still blue. It's blue, dabba dee dabba doo. Yeah, I've always been impressed with this mic of mine, okay? But listening to back some videos that are quiet, I do hear the tippity-tappy of my keys. So one of my lists for the weekend, I'm going to dig out, which I've got on the visitor mic arm over here. I've got my old mic. So I might stick that back on, because I think that was a bit more... it's cardioid, so it should just picking up my voice from one side of the mic and not pick up anything from the other. Whereas this one I've noticed is. I can't run it through my audio compressor, but I can the other one, so I might do some mic swapping at the weekend. Thing is, I've always liked it. I've liked this mic, so whether something's changed, I don't know. Yeah, my mic, I'm literally 2 inches from it. Yes, Barry, I did see that. I do want to watch them again. Yes, we will be playing with Thomas on Tuesday. Which I'm looking forward to. Hopefully the bugs that are in it currently are fixed for Tuesday. Can we do a watch along? Look, I keep having ideas to do things like that, but you lot are miserable, so no. It is next Tuesday. I can't show it to you till next Tuesday. Hi, Artful. No, that's not the trend. What did you expect? It's not out yet. I can't do the route. It might be out now, but it wasn't out yesterday. It's a really good route. I do like this. That I was really impressed with that passenger run yesterday. As I said, there are some of the routes that come out, like the banana line, that I wouldn't rush back and do again. This, I can see me coming back to it and doing it again. It's not something that I'm going to go, that's it, you'll never see it again. Oh, there we go. Thank you, Trent. $32.99. It's a lot of route. An hour and 52-minute run. Yes, it's not cheap. I'm liking the freight train, mainly because it's easier to drive. I really like the passenger train. It's what, 45 miles, isn't it? The average walking speed is 5 miles an hour. So you can walk this in a day. Realistically. Day trip there. No, I'm not doing that again either. You lot shunned me at my impromptu, unplanned day trips. So, no, decided you lot are all miserable. It is the 2 new locos. Yeah, if it was just an existing route. Hopefully we see more of them again. It'd be a shame to have this route and not see these locos again, because I think that other one, the CD843, I really like it. Oh, there you go. Thomas is out next week as well. Day trip to Swanage. Now, I do want to go and invade Barry this year. That's going to be a day trip. We haven't told Barry yet. So yeah, we're fairly lengthy. That's a lot of cars. Do you have Barry's consent to be invaded? Yeah. So I'm hopeful that the way that Dovetail are doing things now, and through third party, I'm hoping that if this goes down well, that we might get more routes in this same region. It'd be nice for that, you know, that other train to be used again elsewhere, you know, so that this thing gets busier. Oh god, this feels too fast. Extra length is what everyone wants. It's not all about the length. So yes, we'll be doing a passenger run after this in the snow, because I think this needs snow. Oh, absolutely, Barry. I will message you. It'll be some point over the summer. Tomorrow night, by the way, another new game. A video went out on YouTube today where I was so good. That's Rangers Path National Park Sim tomorrow night. So me getting confused between trees and signs. Thursday night, me getting confused making pizzas. That's going to be a thing. Friday night, we've got some trucking and tunes carrying on from Barcelona. Saturday night, some more repo. So us lot being rubbish. And then Sunday, back on the farm. And then next Tuesday, Thomas and Friends, Wonders of Sodor. I'm going to try and record a couple more videos at the weekend in that, but I'm looking forward to that. I didn't know what I'm... Look, do you honestly expect me to know what I'm doing in any game? I don't hide the fact that I'm clueless. That's who I am. That's why I'm so lovable. Hang on, hateable. No, I do get the two confused. I did put Thomas on the Elf Christmas route. The only thing is, because Thomas and Friends is a separate game, we won't be able to have, like, James and Gordon and all the rest of them in Train Sim World. Oh my good God. Barry, you seem to have done a thing to some random people. Thank you, Barry. To those random people, if they are watching or if they're not, they're going to end up with a shock. I do worry sometimes when people do that, as to whether someone that maybe doesn't want to be in the community anymore suddenly gets a gift sub. That'd be quite amusing. But yeah, to those that have just been gifted a sub, if you do happen to return, then you won't get ads anymore. Yeah, but fair play. Thank you, Barry. You are an awesome dude. I think I'm liking Freight on this because it's not say because it's slow, because it is the single track thing. Yeah, if you return, seek help immediately. Barry is... I can't wait to meet Barry, actually. He is a bit of a legend. So yes, we shall see if we can arrange a Simpson Stuff Discord group outing over to the other side of the country over the summer. I'm never normally a fan of freight, because I just think that you are just trundling along for like an hour doing nothing. But the fact that we've had to stop, so I think freight on a single track is more interesting, because if this was busier, you'd have to stop more, wouldn't you? Isn't Barry an island? He is an island. I don't think this gets too much in the way of traffic, is the word. So I think sort of putting freight into here doesn't seem to be that much of a problem. And we are still flat out. We literally cannot go any faster than this. Oh, there we go. Michael's at it now. There you go, Artful. Should you return at some point? I know you've been gone a little while. But if you come back, you won't see the ads either. Yeah, so this is definitely one of those little hidden gems of a route, I think. Yes, it's not cheap. But the passenger route was really enjoyable. So I'm looking forward to seeing it in snow. Yeah, thank you guys. You lot really are amazing sometimes. Most of the time you're idiots, but sometimes you're amazing. Hang on, is that distance going up? No, that's fine, Artful. You'll take that. There's some good new routes coming over the next couple of months in this, which I'm really looking forward to. Yourself for being okay one time. Everyone has their moment. We can't all be professional all the time, see. I have to show, you know, some sort of inadequacy occasionally, otherwise you just think I was big-headed. No, Trent. Hi, Mrs. Nico. Yeah, I know why it's doing it, but it's still disconcerting when the distance goes up. I've never been professional. Community train success. Hype chest. What the hell's a hype chest when it's at home? A frog wow emote. Okay. That's a thing. I don't know why, but that's a thing. Yeah, McBone. I think it'll be later in the year that we'll get coaches. I think we'll get coaches and then it'll be a console release. And I think the console release will be in time for Christmas because that's big market. So my prediction is console release in November, coaches in like September. It is. I'm impressed with the quality of this. I really am. means we've got a lot of stuff coming this year that I'm looking forward to. Which you're all going to be gutted when I announce in my 10-year video that I'm stopping at Easter. Oh, shit. So I didn't say anything. Right, 9.3 kilometers to go. You've already said you'll be here till Christmas. Yeah, I'm trying to convince Trent to come to Germany with me in September, so that'd be difficult if I stopped doing this, wouldn't I? I did say, did it check all your boxes? I said, really, Michael? Really? The wedding of the century. I haven't even announced I'm engaged yet. Yeah, Michael does need better hearing aids. Oh, blimey, you're all at it tonight, aren't you? Thank you, Connor. That now, see, Nigel, do you all know that the stuff I stream, okay, is the stuff I like, which predominantly is the UK stuff. Some of the German stuff is actually overlooked. Long Island Railroad, I really like. There's a lot of enjoyment to be had there. The UK stuff, yes, is my number one because that's what I'm familiar with. But I like this. There's the odd German route that's actually really enjoyable. But again, you can always tell if I do a first look at a route and I stream it once and you never see it again, that's it. So if this wasn't enjoyable, I wouldn't have done it again tonight. It's not one of these routes. I'm not knocking the route. I really like the passenger run in it. It's not a route that I could say that if I was sat on a Sunday morning and wanted to do some train sim that I would fire up, but you will see me come back and do this again. I think that's what gives this the edge. It's the single track bit. It's the fact that, we were all surprised. Well, I was surprised. I think a few of us were surprised last night after an hour and 52-minute run that, yes, it was only 44 miles. But it didn't feel like it. Because of the distance between the stations, it didn't feel like it was 44 miles. It was. I really enjoyed that trip last night. I'm looking forward to the Portuguese route. I'm definitely looking forward to the Tadami line when we get that. I think that could be interesting because I liked the Shakira line we had in Train Sim Classic because it was different. That was enjoyable. Mainly the thing is as well, it's having the different announcements. Like last night we had Sim doing the announcements live from his bathroom, which we'll hear again when we go back into the other train after this. It's the thingy and Shakira line. It's not the Shakira line, but I called it the Shakira line. Wakayami and Sakura line or something it's called, isn't it? Shakira. Trent. Whack you over the head with a baseball bat. Yeah, Wakayama and Shakira, exactly. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to the Tadami line coming. There's another American line coming. Yes, we've got the Mild May extension down to Richmond. Yes, we've got some more stuff coming on the West Coast main line. And some stuff coming over the next few weeks as well. So a busy few weeks ahead. And at some point, we've got Metro Rivals. I reckon we're going to see that in the next 2 months. Hasn't been confirmed. So we got Thomas next week. That's going to be good fun. I haven't played it much yet. I've only recorded one video in it because I want to save it for the streams. But that's going to be... I'm looking forward to that. I think what I might actually do is stream it next Tuesday, and then the following weekend I'll record some videos for YouTube. But yeah, I think that's just going to be really fun. Oh god, we're going to end up speeding now, aren't we? This is dangerous. We're going downhill. Okay, brakes. This hasn't got the cruise control. Yeah, do we need another underground line? What's the underground line that goes from Heathrow? Because most of that is above ground. I think that's where it's interesting. Well, that's what you want. I'd like to see the Heathrow spur from Reading in Great Western Express. I think that'll be interesting. So add-ons to routes. Right, 5.9k till we stop. And then we'll switch and do a passenger run. In one of the later versions of the 843 with snow. I think the Channel Tunnel will be interesting because we've got most of it in southeastern high speed. So I think the Channel Tunnel, even if you only did it as far as Lille, or even if you only did it as far as the thing is, you can only do freight because you'd have to. So the first stop is Lille, and that's a bit of a trek the other side. So an hour from London, you'd be talking just outside the Channel Tunnel. You couldn't get as far as Lille. So unless they had it stop at Calais or something, which they don't. St Pancras is in Train Sim World, yeah, because we've got southeastern high speed. So that's the same line as the Eurostars run on. Because I think freight will be quite boring through the... So, Le Shuttle, because it's basically going through the tunnel. It's a figure of 8. You go through, you unload, you turn around, you load, you go back through. Yeah, I just thinking that magic hour, an hour from St Pancras, even at high speed, would only get you just the other side of the tunnel. Because Lille's about an hour and 20... Oh, no, hang on, how far is it to Lille? Is it about an hour and 20? So you might be able to do Lille. I just can't remember how far Lille was from when we left Brussels. 40 minutes? Something like that? Yeah, so Lille will be pushing it. So yeah, you could probably do St Pancras to Lille. So through the tunnel. That'll be interesting. Find the shark out the window. Yes, I will be going back through there again this year. I was looking at flights today. You can get cheap flights from Stansted to Hamburg, or from Heathrow to Hamburg. But it's just the faffing around. 1 hour and 22 minutes. So perfect then, isn't it? So yeah, so you, in theory, you could do the Eurostar then from St Pancras to Lille through the tunnel. Which is whether they get licensing. I say most of the routes are already done. Spaghetti bolognese. I haven't had a spag bowl for ages. I really need to start cooking. 152 miles. Yeah, but it's the speed that's the thing. And most of it's in tunnels. Well, we're certainly getting a lot of the West Coast main line now. I'm looking forward to the bit that goes Milton Keynes to Crewe. So the Trent Valley bit. Mainly because I can say Trent every time we go through it. Proper spag bowl. I should imagine it happens. I should imagine they probably do get breakdowns on this. So they'd have to come up from the other end, wouldn't they, and hook onto it and then tow it out. Lots of... gammon egg chip. Oh, I had pizza. I didn't enjoy it. I need to stop buying those cheap Iceland pizzas. They're just not enjoyable. I am. Yeah, I normally buy the Iceland ones, and I only have one a week. But they A, they're getting smaller and smaller and smaller. But B, they're just not. They just because they're cheap, I suppose. They're not. Well, I say cheap, like £4. Yeah, that means cooking, though, Artful. I don't do cooking. Yeah, that's the thing. It was pepperoni. And it just, it tasted of nothing. I was eating it just for the sake of eating it. Buy pizza bases and make... I finish work at 10 to 5, right? I get in the house about 5:05. I'm going to make my lunch for work, get my clothes ready for the following day for work, get the computers set up, get the stream ready, cook food and eat food. And if we do multiplayer, I'm generally in voice at between 2:45 and 10 to 6. I don't get time to cook. Make them and with what time? I get okay. I get a Saturday and Sunday. You work from home, so yeah, that would do it, wouldn't it? I used to enjoy it. I do like a stew or like a chili on a Saturday in the slow cooker, and that would be really annoying me because I'd smell then. Is stuff cooking, but I've just got out of the habit of doing it. Alright, we have got to stop down here. Oh, cod in parsley sauce. I mentioned that the other day, didn't I? Right. So once we finish this, we're then going to do cod in parsley sauce, new potatoes and peas. Oh, yes, please. Nico's chips. Oh, not quite the same. I like new potatoes. Okay, stopping. Thank God for that. Oh, that's 35k. So that wasn't a bad amount of the route. Right. Let's do the passenger train now then. In the snow. We'll see if we can find... Well, you can't tell whether it's got two carriages behind it, but we'll pick one of the red ones. And yes, next Tuesday, Thomas and Friends, The Wonders of Sodor. I am looking forward to being able to show you that. It is rather good. Okay. Timetable, CD843. We'll go down here to... We'll pick one of the LEDs. Right. Let's do... Have we got an hour and a half one? Let's do this then. It's an hour and a half. That's just about perfect then, isn't it? Okay. Custom weather. Snow. Hang on. Hang on. My birthday. Let's do this then, shall we? How bad can this go? That's going to be good fun. Metro Rivals, hopefully coming in the next couple of months. Multiplayer trains. Okay. Master key in master. Brakes cut in. Headlights reduced. Signal lights all white. That in forward. What are you beeping about? Confirm active failure off. Okay. Little Sinker and Little Sinkers, I don't know, Sinkettes. Welcome. Oh, hang on, so we got the engine, we've got a red carriage and a blue carriage. Right, unlock doors then on the right. You're last seen playing American Truck Sim. We're doing some American Truck Sim a week on Friday. Doing it in Mexico. Why isn't that showing? Okay, is it the left then? There you go, it's the left side. Right, so we can put the automatic speed control on, because we know how that works now. Yeah, brilliant one, thank you. Hope you had a good one. Oh, it does look good in the snow. Snow, 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 snow. Right, where are we stopping? What? No, I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce that one. That place. Turn off. Mala Scala. Oh, we stopped there last night. Zalesny Brod. Semolina. Stará Paka. Oh, not many stops. So a few stops. It's almost like an express then. It would be a better stream if the host was professional. Easy. Was lunch interrupted? No, I watched a 54-minute YouTube video uninterrupted. Right, 11 kilometers then to Richnov, Jabal, and that place. Right. Automatic target speed controls target speed of 0. Well, don't believe it's 0 then. We'll put it at 60. There. Oh, that's wheel slip. Ooh. Oh, that's... I am glad I worked out the cruise control. Hang on. Was I looking at a different train? Because I'm sure one of those carriages looked red in the station. Why is it not?
Dámy a pánové, vítáme vás v rychlíku ze stanice Liberec do stanice Pardubice hlavní nádraží. Tento vlak zastavuje ve stanicích Rychnov, u Jablonce nad Nisou, Turnov, Malá Skála, Železný Brod, Semily, Stará Paka, Dvůr Králové nad Labem, Jaroměř, Pardubice, Rosice nad Labem, Pardubice hlavní nádraží. Bližší informace týkající se jízdy vlaku vám podá vlakový personál. Přejeme vám příjemnou jízdu. Příští stanice Rychnov, u Jablonce nad Nisou.
What? That was a lot of things. And now in English, yeah. I think it's worth the price. I think it's an awesome route. Oh yeah, breaking into stations is going to be interesting now. I'll close the window. There we go. I've understood your announcements. I realised your voice was that high-pitched, Sim. Already looks good. You've been practicing. Oh no, too much power. That one, there we go. Yeah, the cruise control in this is an absolute godsend. Tomorrow night, by the way, another new game. What's it called? Ranger's Path, National Park Sim. My first look video went out on YouTube today, but I'm actually going to be streaming it tomorrow. I'm looking forward to that, actually. Thursday night, we got another new game, Pizza Slice. Me trying to make pizza. That'll go well. And if I can work out a Twitch integration, you might be able to be customers as well. We'll see how that goes. Friday night, we got some trucking and tunes in ETS2 carrying on from Barcelona. Saturday night is repo, and then Sunday lunchtime, we're back on the farm doing the farming thing. Steve looking at a tree simulator. Look, I got confused between a sign and a tree. Stop having a go at me. It's tough being this professional all the time. You know, good looks, charm, charisma, professionalism. You can't have it all. You do. Hang on. Good looks, no. Charm, no. Charisma, no. You haven't got any of them, Tiger. It doesn't seem to go much faster than 55. It's actually just slow. Why is it turned off? Hang on, no, it's picked back up again now. I didn't touch anything. Hang on, 56. There we go. I think it's just as much beans as it wanted to get because we're going uphill. There we go. I think it's just too much hill for it. Oh, wow. This looks good. Oh, you mean the train? Thank you, Michael. I have seen the roadmap for this month. Some interesting stuff coming. Some of it I know. I know when it's coming as well, but I can't say anything. It's going to be a busy next few weeks. Oh god. Well, I did the freight. I actually didn't mind the freight. Let me guess. Trains. Yeah. Well done, Trent. You're not as stupid as Pat looks. God, I remember that. That hot dog. Bloody hell, that's a blast from the past. Yeah, that hot dog van. I couldn't get past it. Yeah, Medway is going to be interesting as well. I'm actually looking forward to the Mildmay extension when that comes. And the Tadami line. I think that's going to be really interesting. So yeah, some good stuff to come in the next 3 months. I'll say we've got Thomas next week. I genuinely hope that goes well. I think the Mattel and Dovetail partnership was well received for Thomas on the West Somerset. I think people are going to love the Sodor thing. I can see if you've got young kids or anyone interested in Thomas, that they're going to play it over and over and over again. Who doesn't want to be Thomas? So yeah, looking forward to that. Certainly going to be streaming it next Tuesday. I've left next Wednesday blank for a reason. That if it is that awesome, then I'll probably do it next Wednesday. Well, we know you don't want to do Thomas because you're a miserable git. It is good for them to have a license for that. They wouldn't tell us as well. When they announced it last year, they told us as ambassadors everything apart from that. So I found out when it was being live streamed, and I think everybody else was like, oh. That was our ex-Green colleague, yes, had Thomas Tank Engine curtains. You know what? I almost think in a... What's the word? I can't think of the word I'm trying to think of now. You could probably, as an adult, you could probably get away with Thomas Tank Engine duvet. I'd have a Thomas Tank Engine duvet cover. My brother, when he got married, wanted a Danger Mouse duvet cover. His wife said no. Oh, seriously, I would have a Thomas Tank Engine duvet cover. I'd have no issues with that. No one sees my bed anymore. It's fine. You have a Pokemon duvet cover. See, that's just cool. Actually, I could put one on the spare bed. Because that's only a single duvet. There's an idea. Okay, we seem to be getting a bit faster now. The braking is going to be interesting when it comes to it. It's pointless me putting the speed up too much because we're struggling to get to line speed. Your duvet cover is a 747. Nice. It's one plane I'd love to fly on. Is a 747. Before they're all gone. But yeah, definitely liking this route. With the cruise control, it's actually quite relaxing. Because you can just let... Oh, wow, that looks good. Because you can just let it do its thing. Oh, that's fast. Right, so we've got a 90 coming up. This... Okay, no, well, we'll try it. I don't know if we'll get to it, but we'll try it. Oh, and then we got an 80. Oh, typical, just as we start building the speed up. 80. Oh, that looks good. Yeah, there's going to be professional mode as well, isn't there, for the 375? Of course, I'll be able to handle that, no problem. Well, it's the 145 professional releases tomorrow, Thursday. I'm not going to be covering it in a stream. I might look at it in a video, but you know, there's only so much professionalism I can muster. You should definitely do expert mode. I'd give it a go. Wasn't there? No, hang on. What was the? No, I'm thinking of the. Was it the 205 Thumper? The Armstrong Powerhouse one, where you had to go outside and flick a switch to get it to start. Was that the Thumper? That was awesome. I'd love to see a Thumper in this. This does look good in the snow. Can you imagine actually travelling on this line on a day like this? Doing a full line run. I like an old slam door. See, if you're going to go on a railway, go on something you can't go on all the time. Even though we only did short journeys, I really enjoyed the trips that we made when we were away. Going to Zandvoort. I thoroughly enjoyed that. I hope that we get more trains, like we've done with the 170 and stuff. I hope they bring us more trains as DLCs to existing routes. Yeah, we have already got a 20. Alright, we've got to try and stop in 1.4k. That's going to be interesting. I can see us sliding through the snow. Sliding through the snow. So talented. Yeah, the 90 is going to be interesting. I don't. Yeah, I've never been on. I don't think I've been on a 90. They're pretty much East Coast Main Line, aren't they? So that'll be London to Peterborough, the most boring route in. Well, apart from Antelope Valley, the second most boring route in train sim. Oh, okay.
Dámy a pánové, následuje stanice Rychnov u Jablonce nad Nisou.
That's a lot of brakes I'm using now. I was going to try and bloody accelerate. Yeah, they're at East Coast mainly. Oh, that was slidey. Sliding. It didn't like that. Okay, unlock the doors. Too much brake. Yeah, I didn't like that. Yeah, cut out the traction. Well stopped. Yeah, yeah. I don't know if I can get going again, but we stopped. He's going to look in the carriages at one point. We'll do that at the next stop if we get there. We've seen inside the train. We haven't seen inside the carriage yet. Right. Let me... I don't know if it will actually let me go. Let me go. Let me go. Oops. Right, we got a green. We got an 80 limit. We have a downhill. We got a light on the dash though. It's slightly concerning. Oh no, we're all good. It's beeping. Yeah. It didn't like something. And we got wheel slip. It means a door open. No, it's not the door light. It was, what's it called? Confirm active failure, which means something's failed. Yeah, the driver's failed.
Dámy a pánové, vítáme vás v rychlíku ze stanice Liberec do stanice Pardubice hlavní nádraží. Tento vlak zastavuje ve stanicích Turnov, Malá Skála, Železný Brod, Semily, Stará Paka, Dvůr Králové nad Labem, Jaroměř, Pardubice, Rosice nad Labem, Pardubice hlavní nádraží. Bližší informace týkající se jízdy vlaku vám podá vlakový personál. Přejeme vám příjemnou jízdu. Příští stanice Turnov.
Tornov. I got that at the end. The next station's Tornov. I got that bit. Going down now at 18%. So it's going to try and hold the brake. This is where the cruise control's really good. So you just set it and leave it. She has quite a sultry voice. That's Sim. Sim did that. I think his underwear's a bit tight. This does look down. I think it's the right choice to do snow. You've been looking in your underwear. Yeah, the little black lacy number. I wouldn't. They're not really for weekdays. I'd save them for the weekends. Right, an 85, then a 75, 11 kilometres to go to Turnov. So we're doing a full-line run, but quicker. So we're not stop. We haven't got the delays that we had before because we're not stopping at periods, and we're not stopping at all the stops. So there's time set. So it's taken like 22 minutes off the run. So we can now bring the speed down by 5 to 75. Oh, wheel slip. Yeah, I like this. Even if, you know, you don't think it's your thing. This route I'm doing now isn't a full stopping service. This is an express. So we're not stopping at many of the stations. Last night's one, we stopped at... Again, that wasn't a full run. We stopped at most of the stops, and that took an hour and 52 minutes from end to end. Yeah, it sounds like, Connor, the sooner your apprenticeship... What I would start doing is maybe a month before or 2 months before your apprenticeship is due to end, start looking for other work. Yeah, if I asked my boss to stop shouting and he didn't, I would just turn around and walk away. And just leave the boss stood there. Yeah, I like the tutorials in this. I think Thomas would do well on this route. I think it'd be a challenge. So that's the only... So I'm not saying it's a shame, but with Thomas and Friends being a separate game, we won't be able to bring Gordon and Percy and all that lot into Train Sim World. But no, I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully you guys enjoyed Thomas as well. I think we all enjoyed doing those streams in the West Somerset following the storyline. And that's my plan for Tuesdays. I'm just going to follow the storyline. I've done the first one. That's in a video going out on Tuesday. And I'm going to do the rest of them carrying on the stream. And then afterwards I'll go back and break them down individually into individual YouTube videos. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It'll certainly be Tuesday night and potentially maybe Wednesday night as well. There's Thomas I think there's Percy, there's James, there's Gordon, there's Diesel, and there's Emily. Is it Emily? As well. And you see Bertie. One of the things apparently is you race Bertie. But yeah, it's pretty cool. So the whole island of Sodor. So I'm looking forward to doing the storyline and then trying to find that bit from the opening shot of the TV series with the windmill. That's the screenshot you want, really, isn't it? That's the bit you want, that windmill and Thomas going past slowly. So yeah, that's going to be next Tuesday. And lots more to come. I hope Gordon's Hill is steep. Literally, is all I've done so far is the first mission, which is just shunting about, picking up Annie and Clarabelle. That's all I've done. The controls are different now. The controls are really simple in West Somerset Railway, where it was just forwards and reverse, basically. This, you've actually got a reverser. So you've got accelerate and brake, and then you've got to change the reverser to go forwards and backwards. Thankfully you can remap the keys, because the keys that at default confuse the heck out of me, which doesn't take much really. And it will work on an Xbox controller, which is good because it's coming out on console. A lot of work's gone into this route. If this is a standard of routes that we're going to be getting now for Train Sim World, bring it on. I can't remember the last time I was disappointed by a route. Antelope Valley. People stood there waiting at that station. Is like, no, we're not stopping there. San Bernardino. Yeah. Again, from my point of view as well, I won't go back and do a route if it's doesn't get me. How many times have you seen London Commuter? When I was testing the reinstall on Sunday, I did London Commuter. You know, there's certain routes that draw you back again and again and again and again and again. You know, West Coast Main Line South, London Commuter. I quite like Birmingham to Crewe, Birmingham Cross City, East Coast Way. Didn't notice much with the remaster personally. A bit busier, but that's about it. I even quite like the My Old May and the Barking Riverside, because I like Barking Riverside. Well, yeah, again, there's been comments about that the last few days, because some of the mods, some of the upcoming stuff is supporting Gen 8, some of it isn't. So I think I agree with certain commenters that have said Dovetail really need to pick which horse they're backing. Either they're fully dropping Gen 8 support, or they're not. And just get over the people moaning and move on. And I think it'll benefit everybody if they drop Gen 8 support. Because the newer console has been out so long now, I bet if you looked at the amount of people gaming, yes, there are still people on Xbox Ones and PS4s. But most people are now on PS5 and Xbox Series X. Well, you can stop supporting. No one will complain if you'll stop supporting a console that came out in 2013. I'm actually toying. Most of the stuff I watch downstairs and watch YouTube and stuff is done through my Xbox. I'm actually toying rather oddly with getting myself a Blu-ray player and getting rid of the Xbox and the PS5. They're both just sat down there plugged in, and just watch everything I watched through YouTube or on my network drive. Just watch through the TV, and when I want to watch Blu-rays, watch them on a Blu-ray player. Oh God, we're going to be speeding. 80. Right, 3.3k to Turkov. I really need to watch Thomas from the beginning. I wonder how much they are to buy on DVD, or are they all out on Blu-ray? I'm going to have to have a look, I think. They're all on Prime. I think I'd just be, because sometimes I get like, when I'm having my tea before the stream, I get like 20 minutes, half an hour, which, you know, sometimes I'll watch a YouTube video. But just to sit and watch an episode of Thomas, I think it'd be quite amusing. Right, 2 kilometers to Turkov. Yeah. Well, tonight I watched Sorted Foods video. I didn't like the format, but so normally it is normally YouTube. So after the streams, I'll sometimes watch a show, and then just flick around on YouTube. God, this thing breaks itself well. Yeah, the original, was it said the other night? I think 50 episodes. Was the original. Oh, we should get an announcement soon. Hopefully. We're actually early as well. See? Professionalism. Oh, so it's 26 episodes was the first ones then.
Dámy a pánové, následuje stanice Turnov.
Oh, it's bloody cut it out again. It doesn't like snow, does it? Oh, here's the German train. It isn't a German train. Right, well, we're going to stop where we stop. There. Has it now turned off my... Yeah, I think it's now turned off. Or have I got to turn it back on again? Oh, yeah, it's not like in the auto throttle now. I did quite well last night, actually, and that was without the snow. Right, let's go look around the train. Hello, it's dark in here, isn't it? Hang on, there's a switch somewhere, isn't there? We found this last night. There's a panel, we can turn the lights on. Bear with us, ladies and gentlemen, we'll turn the lights on. It was in here, wasn't it? Ow. Regulator inputs, bogies. Oh, was it in the cab? Engine cooling. No, it must be in the cab then. Okay. We go through there. I look safe. Hello. Well, there's no one back here, is there? Oh, no, there is someone back here. Hello there. I'm just going to... Oh, God. Oh, I definitely look safe. Hang on, this might be lights. Oh, God. Coach lights. There we go. Sorry, I'm going to sit in the dark now. That's a view you want, isn't it? See, look at the back of the train. That's quite cool. We get off. Hi. Yeah, so this is the one we drove last night at the end of the stream. So it is a 642, but in a Reaver livery. So obviously this is an actual service, but because Dovetail haven't got a Reaver licensing, it's in Deutsche Bahn livery. Bit chilly if I'm wearing a kilt. I haven't got any body, so I'm fine. I ain't got nobody. Right. So wait another minute and then we'll see if it will go. It wouldn't let me put the automatic... Hang on. We've got automatic... There's a winter mode for the automatic lights not in that coach. Oh, it's fine. Yeah, so we got winter mode. So I wonder if that will reduce the... That's the dark... It got the quiet coach. That's the dark coach for goths. Vampires. It's not magic. They cleared the snow off the platform. Health and safety and all that. Right, lock doors. I'm sure someone will do a mod with the Arriva livery in this. Right, Marla Scala is next. Oh, still got wheel slip even though we're in winter mode. We'll close that. Getting bloody cold in here. I think this cruise control works so well. Streams coming up after this one. Tomorrow night, back with a new game. Hang on.
Dámy a pánové, vítáme vás v rychlíku ze stanice Liberec do stanice Pardubice hlavní nádraží. Tento vlak zastavuje ve stanicích Malá Skála, Železný Brod, Semily, Stará Paka, Dvůr Králové nad Labem, Jaroměř, Pardubice Rosice nad Labem, Pardubice hlavní nádraží. Bližší informace týkající se jízdy vlaku vám podá vlakový personál. Přejeme vám příjemnou jízdu. Příští stanice Malá Skála.
There you go, Malá Skála. Tomorrow night, Rangers Path National Park Sim. Put a video out on YouTube in it today where I didn't make any errors at all and was absolutely fantastic. So streaming that tomorrow night. Thursday night, Pizza Slice, Pizza Simulator thing, where I put a video out on that on YouTube on Sunday. No errors at all. Absolutely professional to the max. So that's Thursday night. Friday night, we got some trucking and tunes. We do the trucking, you do the tunes. Saturday night, repo. We're all great at that. We've got to level 40 something, I think. And then Sunday lunchtime, back on the farm doing the farming. That was believable, wasn't it? Basil? Level 4 or 5. Look, 45, 4 or 5. It's just... Oh, I don't think this is going to get to 90. Oh, we've got an 80 coming up anyway. What if you could actually tune the radio, whether you'd hear radio chatter as well? I might have to try that one day. Not now, obviously. We haven't passed anything else, have we? We had that freight train. 80. Mainly the hearing aid battery. My granddad had a hearing aid when I was younger, and it's like a little box hung around his neck, and my nan used to tell him off for turning it down. She's like, "You turn that down." You'd see him just doing what? Nowadays they're just like earbuds, aren't they? Yeah. He was awesome, my granddad. He used to sneak round there when my mum and my nan were out, and he'd give me sweets. My nan would come back and fill the back of the telly and tell him off if he's had the telly. Oh, that telly on! Bless him. One of those really quiet, really nice guys. How many sleeps till Christmas? Really? Alexa, how many sleeps till Christmas?
It's 290 sleeps until Christmas. Santa has a Christmas cracker joke he wants to share with us.
What falls at the North Pole but never gets hurt?
I don't know.
Snow!
Another cracking joke, Santa.
Come back tomorrow for another Christmas update.
That was bad. It won't be long. Hey, we were saying at work today about Easter's not that far away. I said I might extend Easter and take some time off. Then, you know, once Easter's out of the way, you're knocking on May. And then it's June. That's half the year gone. I won't be doing this in June, so I'm going to worry. Clocks changed this month. Did they? Oh, blimey. So forward. Spring forward. Today was the first day that I actually went to work and came home from work without my headlights coming on. So that's the sign of winter's over for me. And when in the winter the reverse happens, that's the sign that winter's coming. First day I go to work and then come home from work and the headlights come on. So today they didn't come on either way. Well, I might have to get the mower. Well, it's going to rain. Flipping Friday. I want to get the mower out on Saturday. I haven't mowed the lawn yet. Blow dry the grass.
Dámy a pánové, následuje stanice Malá Skála.
No, there's more rain forecast the rest of this week. Here, anyway. Oh, bloody thing. Yeah, we're going to be sliding to a stop again. I think it's an anti-slip prevention. That'll do. Yes, this alert keeps coming on. There we go. Okay, we're getting there. Snow is a little bit more interesting. So yeah, so we are doing a 4-line run, albeit quicker. We've only got a few more stops to go. Oh, is the farm server down? I just looked at... That's not good. I'll have a look after the stream. Stations are normal stations. Normal for here, just low platforms. Zalesny Broad is next. There we go. That's wheel slip. Come on. It doesn't back off the power, does it? It's like, nope, we're going to power through this. Right, Zalesny Brod, 5.2 kilometers. Right, power. What's that? 80? Yeah, go.
Dámy a pánové, vítáme vás v rychlíku ze stanice Liberec do stanice Pardubice hlavní nádraží. Tento vlak zastavuje ve stanicích Železný Brod, Semily, Stará Paka, Dvůr Králové nad Labem, Jaroměř, Pardubice Rosice nad Labem, Pardubice hlavní nádraží. Bližší informace týkající se jízdy vlaku vám podá vlakový personál. Přejeme vám příjemnou jízdu. Příští stanice Železný Brod.
Zalesny Brod is the next stop. Trolley Dolly Michael. I couldn't do that job. That's got to be the most boring job in the world. Dragging that trolley up and down a train all day. That just must be so... Teas, coffees, refreshments. Teas, coffees, refreshments. Overpriced coffee, overpriced tea, overpriced bag of crisps, overpriced can of Coke, anybody? Anything from the trolley, dears? Looking forward to the Harry Potter series this year. That's going to be good. Yeah. Where did we get? Oh, we got ticket checked on the Dutch train? Yeah, we got ticket checked on the Dutch train. Slip sliding away. Slip sliding away. It's actually such a relaxing route. I'm not doing anything. I'm literally just adjusting the cruise control. I'm just sat here. Keep singing. No one wants to hear me sing. Despite that, I still occasionally burst into song. I was singing all the way home tonight. I had the Eagles playing in the car. Can we suggest songs for me to sing? No. Oh, that looks nice going around there in the sun. Ding, 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 ding. How big was your car to have Eagles singing? It's quite a big car. Oh, is there Live from the Forum album with Vince Gill on stage with him as well, and Deacon Fry, an amazing concert. Right, Zalesny Brod, 1.5 kilometers. It's definitely a really enjoyable route, really relaxing. Baby shark, do 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 do, baby shark, do 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 do. No, I don't know it. Big fish. Little fish. Cardboard box. How about the high note in Take On Me? Only would have had a lot of wine.
Dámy a pánové, následuje stanice Železný Brod.
Can I fix it? We are now arriving at Železný Brod. Is there an alarm? There isn't an alarm in my living room. Well, there wasn't when I came up here 2 hours ago. Oh, damn it, really? Oh, come on. Stop the bloody train. Ooh. That's new. Wow. That's a normal crash. That isn't a crash that we had last week. That's an unreal crash. Yeah, I'm not going to restart the whole journey again. A new DLC has been added to my account. Really? Okay. Okay, we'll see if there's a 20-minute run or something in that we can do. Shame, actually, because I was looking forward to getting to the end in that. Yeah, thankfully it wasn't a freeze that I had last weekend. A complete reinstall solved that problem. I haven't got any mods installed. It's actually been quite a novelty using keyboard again for this, but I will put my throttles back in at the weekend. A quick blizzard took out the electrics, yeah. Watch the podcast today, or the end of the podcast today, of the two ferry pilots that I follow on YouTube, talking about flying old jets and old prop planes. It kind of made me wanted to do some flight, so you may see some flight soon. See, all of these are fairly lengthy. We'll see if we can do a bit of this. I don't know if we'll get to do it all, but we'll certainly make the weather a bit better. Stará, Paka to Železný Brod. That takes us to where we just finished. Look. So technically we've done the whole route then if we get to Železný Brod. That's going to be good fun. Metro Rivals. When we get that. That's a noise. If we get to Železný Brod, yeah, there is that. Unlock right. That into forward. Lights reduced. Signal lights all white. You're white. I'm a white. Automatic. Yeah, that Metro Rivals. Think of it as Crazy Taxi on rails. So it is train racing on rails. Coach lights. I suppose we can. We got a minute or so. That's our fridge. This one. There you go. They've got lights. Let's go down here. There we go. Happy, Nico? Oh yeah, that's got mirrors. Can you fold them out? And we looked at that. Air conditioning off, heating off, windshield heating, signal lights, diode test, wheel lubrication. I can be lubrication. That's the aircon. That's the signaler. You think there'd be a lever or something to be able to? I want that one cut in. Instrument light intensity, emergency brakes, none of these. Oh, mirror heating, mirrors extended. Hang on. Ha! We pop, can't see anything out of them, but we popped the mirrors out. Okay, this is actually quite well modelled, isn't it? It says no reflection in them. Destination blind, correct. I don't know. There isn't one. There isn't a destination blind. We don't say where we're going. Oh, it's on the side. Zelezny. Yeah, it's right. Right, lock doors. Right, that's automatic. Okay, so set our speed to no 50. Go. Onwards. Oh shit. Okay, the mirrors just automatically folded back in. I'm guessing so they don't clout trees. Oh, unless you'd fold them out. Ah, you probably fold them out when you get to a station so you can see if people are boarding or not. That makes sense. And then when you go along, it automatically folds them back in again. Oh, I'd love to see an opening toilet. Not, I just think the model, the inside of a toilet, I think it'd be quite cool. Right, 85. Go. This is such a cool train. I'm really liking this. I think, to be honest, I think the one thing they should get rid of in this is guard mode. I think it'd be awesome to put it on a UK route. I think guard mode is one of those things that don't think anybody does it. If we ever got multiplayer, then yeah, I can see guard mode being the multiplayer. So one of you drives the train, one of you does the guard mode. I think that would be amusing. But I've only ever done guard mode on that. I think we did it once on a stream, but that one scenario where they first tested it, and it's train sim. You want to drive the thing, not be a guard. Why are you... I just think it's not done well. Shame, really. Right, 1.6k to Bella You Stare. You like being... It's not for me. Be like doing flight sim and just sitting in the back. Or being a hostess in flight sim. I'm not judging, Michael.
Bělá u Staré Paky.
How's this braking going to do? Hey, not bad. I think it's the fact it's a DMU. It's the fact that it smokes a bit. I quite like the single track aspect of this route. It just ticks a lot of boxes for me. I am looking forward to some of the new stuff we got coming. The Tadami line, the UK stuff, even the American stuff's going to be interesting. I think it's going to be an interesting couple of months ahead. All right, Lippstadt. All right, go. I'd call it to be one weekend just to go, you know what, I'm flying to, someone mentioned last night where you'd fly to then be able to get on this route. No, my luck, it wouldn't be running.
Příští stanice Lippstadt.
I bet it's one of these routes where the ticket price is ridiculously cheap. I've got every route installed all the time because I never know what one I'm going to be doing and what layering I need. You know, I could uninstall all the German ones and all the American ones and the French one and just keep like all the UK stuff installed for the layers, but I just like the fact that I can just flick through them and then could just do something on them and they all get kept up to date. It was cheap when we went to Zandvoort from Amsterdam. That wasn't expensive, like 10 euros or something. I only paid about that to go in and out of Amsterdam as well. I love that weekend. That was such an amazing weekend. Slight bit of speeding. Well, yes, artful. When I was looking to go to London the other weekend, just the cost to get from Swindon to London by train, it's 50 minutes. You want £1 a minute from me to get from here to London. It's like, really? £8 for this journey. Is that not a bargain and a half? And like an hour and a half. Even in the summer, this would be an epic journey. Yeah, it's ridiculous, isn't it? I say we went from London to Brussels for 39 quid. To Brussels. It cost me more to get to London than it did to get to Brussels. It's like, how does that work? It does sound good. We'll have some porn, shall we? Let's open the windows all the way. That sounds so bloody good. Okay, we got a red down here. No, because Tiger wanted to put a collar on me the other day. I'm not sure how I felt about that. I'm not. It was dog collar in a lead, I think. It's the only. This isn't a criticism, because it's a quiet route. We're not seeing many other trains. That's the only thing. And I think even in the busy stations, I think you would see more trains. And I'm guessing that's down to licensing. Oh, we got that's some impressive wood. very wide platform. Get a fat person on there, you'd have no chance. Right, Semele next. There you go, close the window a little bit. It is one of those routes, I think. Yes, it's a lot of money for a route, but an hour and 50 minutes end to end that doesn't get boring.
Příští stanice Semily.
So you must only have a couple of stops to go. So at least then we have done a 4-line run this evening as well. Yeah, it's definitely a bit slower pace next week when we're in Thomas Tank Engine. Set in 2018. Well, you had discussions last night as to when it was set. Right, 100. Power. It seems way too quick for this track. Yeah, so it is quieter. Again, it's one of those things where someone would do an updated timetable for it. It's always worth getting the deals. That Netherlands route's okay. It's quite cool. We saw one of the ugly trains in Amsterdam. I prefer the commuter run in that. Again, I hope we get more Netherlands routes. The German amount of routes is picking up. You know, we got this. It'd be nice to see more here. We've got the Portugal one coming. We've got the Tadami line coming. It is great that we're getting routes from other countries. You know, personally, I'd like to see something from India. You imagine that? Or, as few people have suggested, Ireland. That route that runs along Northern Ireland up on the coast. It's pretty cool. Yeah, guard mode would mean you climbing up on the roof. There's a dog barking. Yeah, I haven't got bored with this route at all. Yeah, it's Coleraine. Was it Coleraine we stayed at? It was somewhere up on the northern coast we stayed when we went for the weekend. Again, that was just... I left the house on Monday morning, a bit like a tiger tipping thing. Left the house on Monday morning, went to Liverpool, flew to Northern Ireland, had all day Tuesday in Northern Ireland. On Wednesday, flew to Liverpool in the afternoon, drove to Scotland, spent Thursday in Perth and Dundee. Friday morning, got up, went back to Edinburgh, the Lake District, Blackpool, Chester, Shrewsbury, Swindon, and was back home Friday night. That was like, my God, was I tired.
Semily.
Oh, we had there was American bombers taking off from Fairford today. We know where they were going. I think that's why I enjoyed that weekend away a month ago, because we just got so much crammed into such a short space of time. I think for me, those are the best times. It's like I hardly spent any time in the hotel room. So yeah, came back absolutely worn out, but my God. Yeah, I think there were B1s took off today, this afternoon. Hotels for sleeping. Exactly. Get back, go to bed, get up, shit, shower, shave, get out, go and enjoy the time. That's exactly what I'll be doing in September. Did what, 600 miles in a hire car in one weekend. I wonder what I can do in a week. Well, no, the oil prices have come down since yesterday, since Trump's announcement. So they've dropped, which I heard something on the radio today saying that the government isn't happy that fuel stations to put prices up, because they shouldn't do. You know, the stuff they've got in the tanks cost them what it cost them. That hasn't cost them anymore, so they shouldn't put the price up. The stuff that's being more expensive is the stuff that's coming into the country, into the refineries. That's going to take, you know, several weeks to get to the pumps. So we shouldn't notice an instant hike. They have. It's gone up by 10p a litre here already. And there's no reason for it. Thing is, what choice have we got? And then you get all the idiots that have gone out and panic bought and filled up. Which means the garage has got no fuel. So little grandma and grandpa that only do 4 miles a week have gone and filled up their 1997 Volkswagen Polo. The thing hasn't had a full tank of fuel since 1998. But oh no, just in case. $134. That's not bad. I paid $139 for diesel. I think that's $147 now. I don't need to fill up for a couple of weeks. Yeah, $149 for diesel. So yeah, it's a 10p more. Yeah. Oh, those people. Yeah, it doesn't affect me. I only put 20 quid in. Yeah. Right, Zalesny Broad, 4.6k, where we will end. Yeah, what an awesome route. Definitely one I can recommend. Sometimes there are routes come out where I go, but yeah, it's definitely one I can recommend. I say this is almost an express service we're doing here. I wouldn't suggest doing the 2-hour 26 one because, as we found out last night, you get like a 40-minute wait. That was a noise. But the hour and 52 is worth doing. It's similar to the banana line, but more interesting than the banana line. I think the train is the thing for me. And the fact that you haven't got these huge distances between the stations. I think the whole route's cool. Banana line. Yeah, Bernina line. I call it banana line. So yeah, some interesting stuff coming up over the next month or so. We've got the Medway line coming. We've got the Mildmay extension coming. We got the Tadami line coming. We got Thomas coming. We've got Metro Rivals coming. So as soon as we get Transport Fever 3, that's going to be a fixed thing for me. So once Easter's out the way and done, I will be sort of planning the streams. You know, Tuesdays will always be Train Sim World. That's gonna continue on. Wednesdays, when we get things like Transport Fever 3, that will be a continued Wednesday thing. Thursdays then will be small multiplayer. So things like Portal, Power Wash Sim, Brasserie Sim, Construction Sim, stuff like that will be on a Thursday. Friday night, something a bit more mass multiplayer, so a bit like trucking. And then when we get coaches, we're going to do this tour of capital cities, and in ATS we'll then do a tour of state capitals. That will take a while. Saturday nights then will be the fun stuff, so quizzes, bingo, golfing with idiots, repo, stuff like that will be a Saturday. And over the summer months I might stop the Sunday stream, but then I may then switch that and do a Monday stream instead. But I'll confirm that at Easter. There are going to be a few weekends over the summer where I won't be here. There'll certainly be a week later in the year where I won't be here.
Příští stanice Železný Brod, konečná stanice, prosíme, vystupte.
Well, this service ends here. Get off. So yeah, I've got to start Easter. I want to confirm the details for the London meetup in July. I want to see who's interested in doing a day on the Isle of Wight. See if anyone's interested in doing that. So we'll have something in May, something in July, September time. Then I'm going away, and then we'll do something in November. I don't think it'll be a return to Manchester personally, but we'll do something in November. And I know where I'm going to be going for my birthday weekend again in February next year. We have arrived. Yeah, what an awesome route this is. Not Doncaster. I don't think, with the people we've got in the community, not dissing anybody, I think just trying to get people to Manchester. I enjoyed the Doncaster meetup last year, but I don't want another situation where we end up with like 15 people going, yeah, I'll come, and 3 days before we're down to 4 of us. So I'd rather not do any big planning things for a weekend away. For a day, it's fine. So the London day will be good, with an optional overnight stay for anybody that wants to do an overnight stay. That is the plan. Yeah, Metro Rivals, looking forward to that. The brief glimpse of it that we got there. I do want to go to Newcastle. It's somewhere I wanted to go for the last couple of years. It's not a new thing. I just like the idea of it's that iconic bit of Newcastle. It's probably one of those places that once you've been. A bit like Amsterdam. Yep, done that now. Don't need to go back. Right, so there we go. Next week, Tuesday, this little guy over here, Thomas and Friends, The Wonders of Sodor. I will be able to show it to you. It's quite cool. That's next Tuesday. Next stream, though, tomorrow night, something new. Ranger's Path, National Park Sim, me being a park ranger. Thursday night, pizza slice, me cooking pizza, because that's going to go well. Friday night, some trucking and tunes. Saturday night, some repo. Sunday lunchtime, we are back on the farm. So lots of stuff to come this week. There we go then. Thanks very much to you lot then for keeping me company throughout that one. 2.5 hours, pretty much exactly. And thanks to these people as well that did things. Quite a few of you this evening. You're all pretty awesome. Well, apart from Pat. Right, most of those were gift subs. So thanks to Connor, to Barry, and someone else gave out a gift sub as well. Thank you for those. To Little Sinker and the Sinkettes for the raid. Thank you indeed for those. I'm just reading now to see if anybody else did actually do a thing. Dean, that was yesterday. Yeah, Michael gifted a sub. Barry gifted a sub, and so did, or some subs, and so did Connor. So thank you very much for that. You are really all, well, quite odd, frankly. There we go. I'll be back all by myself again tomorrow night, being alone in a park. What can possibly go wrong? Until then, if you have been, thanks very much for watching.